Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about how the angels are contacting each of you on a daily basis. So they're always sending out energy or a signal to communicate with us every single day. There's never a day where I don't hear my guardian angel chatting with me or discussing something with me. Some of the more easier ways of receiving how they are trying to contact you would be number sequences. So if you're seeing 444 on a regular basis, for example, that would mean that the angels are there with you and supporting you and looking after you, letting you know that they're there with you. But they can give you so many other number sequences. It's amazing. So what will happen is you'll just find your attention being pulled to the clock or pulled to a license plate on a car or the side of a building or a building address. And you'll see usually the signs that they give are in a sequence or a series of threes. So you'll see that they will try to give usually their signs in threes, okay? Threes or more, but usually threes. They love to what they can do is just gently guide, butterflies, insects, birds, anything close to you to get your attention and you question it. So anything that's really out of the norm that you're noticing on a regular basis, they're working overtime to get your attention. You'll notice if you're having like a thought form just pop into your mind of a really great idea, something that just pops in there, or a reminder of something. Like, for example, I was going to be late to a chiropractor appointment the other day, so my guardian angel had me look at the clock and she said chiropractor in my head. And I had 15 minutes to get there. And I said, thank you, Agnes. And off I went out the door to make it to my appointment. Another way that they can get your attention is you'll just have this overwhelming washing over of this peace. And that can come along with like a real stillness all around you. Another way is they'll wash you over with the love that they have for you. So it'll just be really, your emotions will be really on the surface and really heightened, and you're feeling just this washing over of this emotion of love and this feeling of love or peace. They love to get my attention by ear muffing me, so both my ears go really quiet, and then I know that they're trying to get my attention, letting me know that they are there with me, that they're attempting to communicate with me. Another way they love to do is they'll come in through my throat chakra. And so if you find that all of a sudden you're getting a lot of energy here, or you're just coughing out of the blue, this isn't a normal like itchy throat, okay? This is like an abrupt, like, whoa, energy coming in through your throat chakra. They're attempting to communicate and form words here. So then it's my job to just sit in stillness, quiet, relax, and tune my mind out with a still mind. And I just let them form words. They can form words in my throat box and then up into my head as well at that time. Other ways is if you feel pulled or compelled towards a certain person, a certain situation, a certain job, a certain location, really pay attention to that. That's not just happening for no reason. So if something feels really good and you're being pulled or pushed, even nudged in a certain direction, really question that and pay close attention to that feeling and really ask, why are you feeling that way? You can just sit quietly at that point, and you can channel some guidance from them as to why they are pulling you in that direction, or you can just move in that direction and see what happens. Just like when you start moving in a certain direction, or You are maybe moving in a direction towards a certain person, maybe in a relationship or a friendship or a job that you're thinking about taking, okay? So it's the opposite of the other feeling, and that is you get a tight pull back in your chest, tightness in your stomach, nausea. This is an indicator that they would prefer that you don't move in this direction. So you have to look at the angels. They can see everything. They can see every aspect of your reality, and they're always working behind the scene of your life experience, helping you. And that's why I always say it's so important to ask them for help, even if you don't believe, because it is your free will, your consent of asking for them to step forward and assist you with what you need help with in your life. So whether you believe or not is secondary. What is most important is that you ask them for help. And so be sure to ask them for help. And if you are getting that tight sensation, that pullback, pay attention to that. That is a gut feeling, an intuition, an internal guidance system that is kicking off, and it doesn't just happen for no reason. Who is creating that response within your vessel? Your guardian angels, possibly your higher self, but nonetheless, pay attention to that signal within your vessel because they are guiding you. They can leave feathers. I remember once saying to my team, can you leave me some feathers in 3? I want to see it in 3, I said. 3 different times, and it unfolded within the next 2 days. The third time that it happened, I was at my aunt's house, and her next door neighbor came over, and he had this down vest on, and he was chatting with us in the living room, and he unzipped his down vest, and all these feathers came flying out all over the floor, all these white feathers, and I was sitting there like, there's the number 3, the third time. I was like, okay, you got my attention. And he goes, do you have any tape? I've got this tear on the inside of my vest, and these feathers keep falling out. And my aunt got up to get him some tape to tape the cut in his vest on the inside of his vest. And I was just sitting there like, wow, this is so cool. So another way they can get your attention is all they have to do is bring their energy in close to you, and this comes right into your energy field. And so if you can imagine, you've got this energy, boom, right there, okay? Or maybe right by your ear. And it can make you a little lightheaded. You can feel warmth, pressure. And this is indicating to you that you have energy from your team, your guardian angel, coming close to your head. Okay, within your energy field. It could be an ascended master that's there helping you. It could be an archangel. Archangels are more expansive and strong feeling, and so are ascended masters, whereas angels tend to come in. They can be quite strong too, depending on if they want to get your attention or not. You can actually ask them, come in closer, please. Expand your energy more so, please. And what will happen is they will expand their energy, and you will feel them even more so. Now, what are some reasons why you may not feel their energy? Okay? What happens if our own frequency is down here and we're wallowing in all sorts of low vibrational thoughts, feelings, and emotions? You know, the pity party, woe is me, fear-based thinking. It doesn't matter the story behind any of these thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Just be aware if they are there. You can also hand these off to your angels to transmute on a regular basis, which I really recommend doing. But say you're dipped in frequency. Maybe you're just having a tough day, and it's just maybe not a time to practice sensing the angel's energy near you. So if you're feeling lower in frequency, just wait until you come back up again. Maybe go have a nice nap, have a good night's sleep, Give thought to the things that you are grateful for in your life, because that really will lift your frequency and bring in more of what you are grateful of and for in your life. So you really want to hone in and focus on that. So if your frequency is here, okay, on a steady, regular basis, it's dropped. If you're feeling depressed or sad or you're grieving, a lot of people wonder why they can't feel their loved ones when they cross over. It's the grief. The grief is down here. And so we have these souls that are crossing over into this magnificent, high vibrational place, lifting and raising their frequencies, dropping and leaving all behind the heaviness. And we're grieving down here. So their frequency is moving up here and we're here. So it's not going to be as easy to pick up on their energy with this gap of frequency. And then we have the guardian angels, which are just magnificent beings of light and love. They're so high vibrational. There's no judgment or ego or any of the like with them. And so if we're here, we got to cover this vibrational gap, right? So wait for the moments where you're feeling more rested, where you're feeling better, and you will be more in tune vibrationally to pick up and sense their frequency. Then ask them to step close and expand their energy and come up close to you. Some things that may occur as a warmth or a pressure. You might even feel like an aching into your arm as their energy is so high vibrational. Your vessel may feel like an achy feeling. Then you just simply ask them to like step back a bit, and they do, and it dissipates. It's just that our bodies are not accustomed to such a high vibrational frequency. They're wonderful, tremendous beings to work with. They teach me so many incredible things. It's beyond comprehension or description, I feel like at times. I remember the day when my guardian angel, Agnes, got my attention, opening up about 10 feet in front of me and very slowly, very gradually coming towards me and then passing through my body. It was incredible. I was in a point in my life where many things were causing great distress. I had health issues, and my dog of 14 years had just passed away, and I broke up with a soulmate partnership, and I felt like I had no hope. I felt like I couldn't get myself out of the hole that I was in. And I was crying for about 45 minutes with that loss of hope type of cry. Up until this point, I'd never felt this way in life. It was like I was unwell for a year and I couldn't get myself better. And I had lost a lot of the loved ones that were near and dear to me in my life. So I felt very alone, and I felt very lost and hopeless. So when she opened up in front of me, I didn't even grasp what was happening. I knew this immense being, this immense energy was making its presence known. It was so high vibrational that I really couldn't describe it in terms of what we would understand on Earth or compare it to anything I've seen on Earth. And then she came slowly and passed right through my body and out my back. So I went from complete despair and sorrow to completely blissed out of my mind and filled with so much love. Not only did I feel love, but I felt the love that she has for me and the being of light and love that she is. And it took me about 45 minutes to get myself together enough to go and tell my mother. And my mother said, wow, that must have been your guardian angel. And I said, yeah. And after that, I really started to pick up on her frequency around me. I could feel where she was in the room. So as you practice bringing their energy in closer, please expand it, quieting your mind. That's the biggest key. So many of us have such a busy lifestyle or a busy mind that we don't slow down enough to pick up on their frequency. You need a still mind to sense their energy. And that's the most important part, is creating that stillness within and then sensing. So years later I said, hey, Agnes, was that you who opened up in front of me, passed through my body? And she said, yes. I said, I knew it. Because I knew it felt feminine, and I knew that it was otherworldly, that's for sure. So the angels can come through as feminine, masculine, or androgynous, okay? And they're learning and growing along with us through each of these lifetimes. And so they kind of pick up on, when I'm giving readings, I can pick up on the vibrational frequency of an angel that's been with you through many incarnations or fewer, what type of lifetimes you had. They take on that frequency alongside of you, and they learn and grow alongside of you. It's just absolutely fascinating. The amount of knowledge that we know isn't even scratching the surface. Even with myself being able to openly channel and communicate with them on a daily basis, I know that they give to me what I can handle. They're not going to give me everything. It's bit by bit so that I'm comfortable. And that is what is most important. If you want to open your channels, okay, to communicate with them more fluidly, you would ask them to then open your upper chakras more, please. But remember, when they do begin opening your upper chakras, it's really important that if you feel any head pressure, headaches, migraines, that you ask them to step back, please, because it's their top priority that you are comfortable, and that in the moment, if you are feeling this way, that you ask them to step back their energy, and they will still continue to open your upper chakras. They'll just ease back a bit so it's more comfortable for you. Signs that your upper chakras are opening and that your channels are opening so that you can intake more of their energy, which is then going to form thoughts, feelings, auditory, knowing, thought forms, words. Okay, all of this energy is coming in and telepathically communicating with you. So some of the signs of your upper chakras opening is head pressure, possibly headaches, ear ringing, each chakra area swirling and pressure, okay, swirling and pressure, and also you'll find that your senses are starting to become more heightened. So sound is maybe louder. Can we turn the music down? Or other things would be you notice a lot of energy possibly coming through your eye sockets. Your sight becomes much more detailed. You have more of a spiritual sight now. So the light becomes brighter outside. Everything is more heightened. You're able to maybe even see better is what it feels like. At least this is how it feels for me. You'll notice maybe more light emanating out of your eyes. When you look in the mirror, they look like they're glowing, just like radiant. You will notice their communication becomes more fluid. You'll notice them getting your attention in ways that you hadn't noticed before. So you'll notice the ear muffing, the ear ringing. You may notice your eardrum getting very stimulated with energy coming into your ear canal, or you may notice a pressure coming on a certain part of your head, and that is their energy entering into your mind and then forming words or images. And it's our job to have a higher vibrational frequency in order to pick up on what is coming in, and also a quiet mind and becoming the still observer of the thought forms that are forming in your mind. Okay, so does my guardian angel come in right out the gate in the very beginning and start chatting away with me? No, she will form thought forms in my mind, and it will sound like my internal voice, but I'm not the one forming the words. So over time, as I become more adjusted to her frequency, the pitch and tone starts to change into her pitch and tone of voice. So everything is gradual and adjusts over time for our comfort. Okay, and if you're not comfortable with anything, you hold your own, you vocalize, you let them know. You're not just sitting there, you know, in life with people or with the spiritual realm, just, you know, taking it. No, you have a say. You have a say in everything. You are the one to hold and set boundaries. If you're getting head pressure or headaches, you need to ask them to step back. I remember once asking my guardian angel to help wake me up in the morning because I was having a hard time getting up with my alarm clock. She pulled me out of my sleep state in about 1 to 2 seconds, and it was so disorienting, so discombobulating for me. So then I had to ask her, could you pull me out of my sleep state much slower than that, please? And she did from that point on, and she consistently still does. I've also asked her to pull me out of my sleep state if I'm having any intense type of dreams that are uncomfortable. Again, she does this as well. Very slowly will pull me out. It's amazing the things that you can ask them to help you with. Anything and everything, okay? And their sole purpose and goal is your highest and best good, and helping you and guiding you and assisting you through this lifetime. So I really highly suggest chatting with them often. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I hope that this really helps you.